Do you think you know Will Smith? A superstar with a dazzling smile, billion-dollar blockbusters, and what seemed like the perfect Hollywood marriage. But behind that spotlight were painful falls, hidden tears, and one slap that shook the entire world. From a bright kid in Philadelphia to a Grammy-winning rapper, and eventually the king of the box office. Will Smith has lived a life most admire, but few would dare to experience. In this video, we're stepping into his real world. One that's not just about wealth and fame, but filled with controversy, missteps, and a journey to rediscover himself. Get ready, because you're about to meet a Will Smith you've never seen before. If you enjoy stories like this, don't forget to subscribe for more. Early life and career beginnings of Will Smith. Willard Carroll Smith II was born on September 25, 1968, in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. He was the second of 4 children. His father, Willard Carroll Smith Sr., was a refrigeration engineer who served in the U.S. Air Force, while his mother, Caroline Bright, was a school board administrator. Will grew up in the Winfield neighborhood, a diverse middle-class area that helped shape his easygoing and charismatic personality. From a young age, Will stood out for his intelligence and talent. His friends even gave him the nickname Prince because he could talk his way out of trouble, a skill that would later become his trademark in show business. He attended Overbrook High School, where he was a gifted math student and was even offered a place at MIT. But instead of pursuing academics, he made a bold, fateful decision to chase music. As a teenager, he met Jeff Towns, a local DJ. The two teamed up to form DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, and quickly gained attention with their fun, clean rap style, standing out from the more aggressive, rebellious hip-hop that was emerging at the time. Their debut album, Rock the House, 1987, made some noise, but their big breakthrough came in 1988 with He's the DJ, I'm the Rapper, featuring the hit single Parents Just Don't Understand. The song won them the first ever Grammy Award for Best Rap Performance, making them the first rap act in history to receive that honor. Fame came fast, and so did the fans, but so did financial trouble. Despite his popularity, Smith had poor money management, and by 1989, he owed hundreds of thousands of dollars in back taxes. That's when luck found him again. In 1990, NBC offered Will the lead role in a new sitcom called The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. The character was loosely based on him, a street-smart kid from Philly who moves in with wealthy relatives in Bel-Air. Even though he had never formally trained as an actor, Will brought a natural charm and comedic timing to the screen. The show ran for 6 seasons, became a cultural phenomenon, and catapulted Smith from a rapper to a national TV star. During filming, Will began seriously studying acting. He learned from directors and writers on set, often bringing movie scripts with him to practice reading and analyzing characters. He was preparing for a major transition. That effort paid off when film opportunities started rolling in. His first supporting role was in Where the Day Takes You, 1992, and just 2 years later, he landed his first leading role in 6 Degrees of Separation, a performance that proved he had serious acting chops beyond his fun-loving TV persona. It was during this period that Will began crafting his personal brand around 2 key values: positivity and public image control. He understood the power of fame and the importance of maintaining a family-friendly image, something that would later help him become one of Hollywood's most bankable stars. From a Philly kid who loved to rap, to the smiling prince who could dodge trouble, Will Smith slowly but surely turned his dreams into reality, laying the groundwork for a 3-decade-long career that would inspire millions. Will Smith's music career. Before he became one of the biggest movie stars on the planet, Will Smith was already a rap icon known as the Fresh Prince. Alongside DJ Jazzy Jeff, real name Jeffrey Towns, he formed one of the most successful hip-hop duos of the late 80s and early 90s. Their chemistry was undeniable. Will's bright, expressive voice and Jeff's razor-sharp scratching skills created a sound that was fun, humorous, and totally different from the darker, more aggressive gangsta rap dominating the scene at the time. Their debut album, Rock the House, 1987, put them on the entertainment radar, but the real breakthrough came with He's the DJ, I'm the Rapper, 1988, featuring the hit single Parents Just Don't Understand. The track didn't just sell, it made history. It earned them the very first Grammy Award for Best Rap Performance, opening the doors for hip-hop to be recognized by mainstream music institutions. Their music reflected the lives of middle-class black youth, telling everyday stories, strict parents, high school crushes, teen antics, in a relatable, lighthearted way. They kept the momentum going with and in this corner. 1989, followed by Home Base 1991, which included the classic hit Summertime, now considered an anthem for summer in American hip-hop. The song earned them another Grammy and proved Will's versatility, blending smooth poetic lyrics with laid-back rhythms. However, their clean image and non-confrontational style eventually began to fade in popularity as more provocative acts like NWA, Tupac, and the Notorious B.I.G. rose to prominence. By the early 90s, Will's music career slowed down as he shifted focus to TV and film. But he never left music entirely. In 1997, he made a major solo comeback with the album Big Willie Style, released around the same time he starred in Men in Black. The title track wasn't just a theme song. It became a global hit, dominating charts with its catchy hook and funky beat. It also redefined Will Smith as a multi-hyphenate entertainer, someone who could act and rap, and do both exceptionally well. Big Willie Style sold over 10 million copies worldwide and delivered multiple hits, including Gettin' Jiggy With It, Just the Two of Us in Miami. Gettin' Jiggy With It became his first solo #1 on the Billboard Hot 100. Will's music at this time was optimistic, fun, and radio-friendly, a perfect match for the mainstream audience in the post-gangsta rap era. He followed up with Willennium 1999, which mixed trendy electronic sounds with rap. While it didn't reach the same heights as its predecessor, the album still earned positive reviews and reinforced his position as one of hip-hop's most accessible voices. The standout track Wild Wild West, featuring Dru Hill and Kool Moe Dee, doubled as the theme for the movie of the same name, in which Will starred. In 2002, he released Born to Reign, followed by Lost and Found in 2005, which included Switch, his last big hit on the music charts. After that, he gradually stepped back from music to focus entirely on film, becoming Hollywood's highest-paid actor. Still, music never left his heart. Notably, in 2024, after nearly 2 decades away from the studio, Will Smith surprised fans by announcing a new album based on a true story. More than just a musical comeback, it was a personal statement following years of controversy and emotional turbulence. The album featured younger artists like Joyner Lucas, Big Sean, Russ, and his own son, Jaden Smith, symbolizing a bridge between generations. The lyrics were deeper, more personal, reflecting inner struggles, regret, and redemption. The public's warm reception proved that Will Smith, though no longer the smiley prince of the 90s, still holds a special place in the hearts of music fans. Will Smith's music career wasn't just about hits. It was a journey, a testament to a black artist carving his own lane in hip-hop by staying true to himself, embracing optimism, and defying stereotypes. He never chased the king of rap crown, but he built a legacy that inspired a generation of rappers to follow their passion, not just the trends. Will Smith's acting career. Will Smith's acting career is one of modern Hollywood's most iconic success stories. He went from being a charismatic rapper with a comedic flair to one of the most influential actors in the world. After making a name for himself in the hit sitcom The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Smith didn't stop at TV. He set his sights on the big screen and slowly proved himself as a versatile actor who could master comedy, action, and drama alike. His serious leap into film came in 1993 with 6 Degrees of Separation, a dramatic role that required depth, nuance, and emotional restraint. Playing a young con artist who pretends to be the son of actor Sidney Poitier, Smith surprised critics with a performance far beyond expectations. It was a pivotal moment. He wasn't just an entertainer anymore. He was a legitimate actor. But his breakout into mainstream stardom came in 1995 with the blockbuster Bad Boys, co-starring Martin Lawrence. Smith played a slick, fearless detective and brought a perfect mix of charisma, comedic timing, and action star presence. The film's massive success launched him as Hollywood's new go-to guy for action. The following year, he solidified that status with Independence Day, 1996, the highest-grossing movie of the year. As fighter pilot Stephen Hiller, he combined charm and swagger in a role that made him a global fan favorite. In 1997, Smith created yet another pop culture landmark with Men in Black, starring alongside Tommy Lee Jones. Dressed in a sharp black suit with a memory-wiping neuralizer, his character, Agent J, became an instant icon. The movie's success spawned multiple sequels and cemented Smith as a bankable box office juggernaut for more than a decade. Still, Will Smith didn't want to be boxed in as just an action hero. He sought roles with deeper emotional weight, and in 2001, he got his chance with Ali, the biopic of legendary boxer Muhammad Ali. To play the part, Smith gained muscle, trained like a Real fighter, and studied hundreds of hours of footage. His performance earned him his first Oscar nomination for Best Actor and proved his commitment to serious, transformative roles. Then came The Pursuit of Happiness, 2006, where Smith played Chris Gardner, a single father struggling with poverty and homelessness. Based on a true story, the film was both heart-wrenching and inspiring, and Smith's raw, vulnerable performance became one of the most acclaimed of his career. He earned his second Oscar nomination and solidified his place as a dramatic heavyweight in Hollywood. Smith also expanded into film production with his company Overbrook Entertainment, which gave him creative control over many of his projects. This included hits like Hitch, 2005, I Am Legend, 2007, Hancock, 2008, and 7 Pounds, 2008. These films showcased his ability to balance depth of character with broad audience appeal, a formula that became known as the Will Smith style. His film career did hit some bumps with critical and commercial misfires like After Earth, 2013, which he made with his son Jaden, and Collateral Beauty, 2016. But he bounced back strong in 2019 with a live-action Aladdin, in which he played the genie. Despite comparisons to Robin Williams' legendary animated performance, Smith brought his own flavor, modern, upbeat, and charming. The film went on to gross over $1 billion worldwide. The crown jewel of his acting career came in 2021, when Smith won the Academy Award for Best Actor for King Richard, where he portrayed Richard Williams, the father of tennis legends Venus and Serena Williams. The role demanded poise, subtlety, and emotional intensity as he captured the determination and misunderstood genius of a father who believed in his daughters long before anyone else did. Smith's performance was powerful, layered, and deeply human, anchoring a film full of inspiration and heart. To this day, Will Smith remains one of the few entertainers to conquer music, television, and film. Whether it's action, comedy, or emotional drama, he's proven himself to be a multi-talented artist who constantly pushes boundaries. Despite career highs and lows, his legacy in cinema is undeniable, a blueprint for how a Black entertainer can rise to global superstardom through talent, vision, and relentless reinvention. Will Smith's personal life. Will Smith isn't just a top-tier movie star. He's also a man with a complex, multifaceted personal life that has constantly drawn public and media attention. His relationship with actress Jada Pinkett Smith is one of Hollywood's most high-profile love stories, not only because of its longevity, but also due to its ups and downs, open conversations, and the couple's unfiltered honesty about marriage, personal freedom, and the evolving meaning of love. Will first met Jada in 1994 when she auditioned for The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Although she didn't land the role, sparks flew. They got married on December 31st, 1997, and had 2 children who would later gain fame in their own right, Jaden Smith, born in 1998, and Willow Smith, born in 2000. Will also has a son from a previous marriage, Trey Smith, with his first wife, Sherry Zampino. Despite the divorce, Will has always maintained a strong relationship with Trey, who often appears at family events. Proof of Will's efforts to keep the family united across generations. For years, Will and Jada were celebrated as one of Hollywood's most powerful and independent couples. They often spoke publicly about unconditional love, mutual respect, and their belief in freedom within marriage. But their open relationship also sparked controversy. In 2020, Things hit a boiling point when singer August Alsina claimed he had been romantically involved with Jada during a quiet separation between her and Will. Instead of dodging the issue, Jada invited Will to her talk show Red Table Talk, which she hosts, to address the situation head-on. During the episode, Jada famously described the relationship as an entanglement, while Will sat across from her with watery eyes and a somber expression, creating one of the most emotional viral moments in recent memory. Although the couple later said they had reconciled and still loved each other, public perception of Will Smith began to shift. Some fans praised his honesty and vulnerability, while others accused him of being too passive. But it was precisely this raw humanity that made Will more relatable. Not a flawless symbol, but a real man who feels pain, forgives, and embraces emotional wounds. Will has always emphasized the importance of fatherhood in his life. With Jaden and Willow growing up in the spotlight, he chose a non-traditional parenting style that encouraged freedom of expression, even when it shocked the public. Jaden wore dresses. Willow shaved her head as a teen. Rather than impose rules, Will and Jada chose open dialogue and created a safe space for their kids to be themselves. Will once said, "I don't raise my kids to control them. I walk alongside them to understand and guide them." The approach was polarizing, but it reflected a deep philosophical stance he applied to his family life. Beyond his role as a husband and father, Will Smith is known for his reflective, philosophical mindset. He's been deeply involved in spirituality, self-development, and introspection. He's gone on soul-searching journeys, read philosophical texts, practiced meditation, and spoken openly about the fears and traumas that linger beneath his successful exterior. In his 2021 memoir, Will, he opened up about a childhood marked by a violent father, the helplessness he felt in protecting his mother, and the constant fear of failure, even at the height of his fame. The book revealed a deeply human side of Will Smith, a man struggling to balance his inner self with the image the world expected. He wrote about sacrificing personal freedom to please the public, about the loneliness behind the spotlight, and his relentless pursuit of becoming a complete person, not just a brand. Despite the scandals and the backlash, Will Smith continues to be respected for his dedication to family values, his emotional honesty in facing crisis, and his courage to confront his own flaws. His family may not be perfect, but it stands as a living example of love in the modern age, where there are no absolute answers, only a continuous effort to understand, forgive, and move forward. Will Smith's wealth and lavish lifestyle. Will Smith isn't just famous for his talent. He's also one of the most financially successful entertainers in American showbiz. With a career spanning over 3 decades, covering music, TV, film, producing, and investing, his estimated net worth sits north of $350 million. That number isn't just about huge paychecks from blockbuster films. It also reflects sharp business instincts, financial savvy, and a lifestyle that fully embodies the idea of living rich. One of the clearest examples of Will Smith's wealth is his multi-million-dollar real estate portfolio, which he and his family own across the U.S. and abroad. Their most iconic home is located in Calabasas, California, a 25,000 square foot estate on 150 acres of land. It blends Southwestern architecture with Moroccan and Persian influences. The home has been featured in Architectural Digest and includes a private recording studio, indoor movie theater, basketball court, koi ponds, a resort-style pool, and even a personal art studio. It's also been the setting for family events, A-list celebrity parties, and wellness retreats with meditation and therapy sessions. In addition to the Calabasas mansion, the Smiths own a vacation home in Hawaii, a luxury property in Hidden Hills, a hot spot for celebrities and business moguls, and several smaller properties in Pennsylvania, Utah, and even a an apartment in New York City. In 2011, the couple sold a Malibu home for nearly $20 million after purchasing it for just $13 million, demonstrating their real estate acumen and investment chops. Cars are another big part of Will Smith's luxury lifestyle. His personal fleet includes head-turners like a Bentley Azure, Maybach 57S, Rolls-Royce Ghost, Tesla Roadster, and multiple high-end SUVs and electric vehicles. Beyond personal cars, he's also invested in extravagant mobile homes for use on film sets. One of them, nicknamed The Heat, is said to be the most expensive mobile home in Hollywood, costing nearly $2.5 million and equipped with a conference room, steam shower, and even a mini-movie theater. But beyond the flashy assets, Will Smith's biggest earnings have come from his film salaries. After hits like Independence Day and Men in Black, he quickly became one of Hollywood's highest-paid actors. From 2007 to 2011, Smith consistently landed on Forbes' most powerful celebrities list, pulling in between $50 and $80 million annually. For films like I Am Legend and Hancock, he reportedly earned up to $20 to $25 million per lead role, plus back-end profit percentages. Notably, for King Richard, he received a $40 million upfront paycheck and even went out of pocket to share profits with his co-stars when the film had to go straight to streaming during the pandemic, a move that earned admiration across the industry. Will Smith didn't stop with entertainment. He poured major investments into tech and media. Together with Jada, he co-founded Westbrook Incorporated, a multimedia company producing films, TV, and digital content. Westbrook is behind major projects like King Richard, Jada's Red Table Talk, and a host of other entertainment ventures. Will is also an investor in Dreamers VC, a venture capital fund backing startups in AI, online education, and personal development tech platforms. Smith lives a life of bold experiences. He's into luxury travel, extreme adventures, and personal growth. For his 50th birthday, he bungee jumped from a helicopter over the Grand Canyon in a globally live-streamed stunt that doubled as a bold life statement. On social media, especially YouTube and Instagram, he shares his world with humor, authenticity, and inspiration. Whether it's travel vlogs to Egypt, South Africa, and India, martial arts training, dancing, or tasting street food. Despite his immense wealth, Will remains active in philanthropy. He and Jada founded the Will and Jada Smith Family Foundation, which supports educational programs, youth development, and racial equity initiatives across the U.S. He has donated millions to universities and local organizations, funded scholarships, and championed community development. Though some skeptics view these acts as PR moves, the long-term consistency of his giving shows a deeper commitment than just showmanship. Will Smith's wealth and lifestyle aren't just about showing off. They reflect a life built on hard work, smart strategy, and a belief in purposeful living. He may have stumbled and lost some shine at times, but he remains a symbol of rising above, rich not just in money, but in life experience, personal growth, and the ability to inspire millions around the world.